Indirect Yaoqin Tianzhu Tripitaka, Master Kumara Shikang, was an important Buddhist I Ching scholar and eminent monk from about 344 to 413, which had a far-reaching influence on the spread and development of Chinese Buddhism. His life history and contributions are very rich. The following are some more detailed events and famous allusions in his life. Kumarajiva's family background and early life. Kumarajiva's father, Kumayan, was originally a Brahmin in India. He was familiar with Buddhism, and later gave up his status as a Brahmin, became a Buddhist, and moved to Kuka, Xinjiang. His mother was the Princess Chipo of Guizi country. Revering Buddhism, she became a monk with her mother and practiced Jiumara. She was extraordinarily intelligent from an early age, studying Dacheng and Xiaocheng Buddhism in her teens. Known for quick learning, this foundation later made him a famous Yoshiba scholar. Second Deputy Tianzhu India sought Buddhist classics. When he was 12 years old, he went to Tianzhu with his mother to learn more profound Buddhist classics. He worshipped the famous monk Mahayana master as his teacher, studied the emptiness theory of Mahayana Buddhism, and became interested in the theory of Madhyamaka school. His trip to Tianzhu gave him a solid theoretical foundation, and also made him achieve profound attainments in the emptiness of Mahayana Buddhism and Banro thought, which laid a theoretical foundation for his future translation of Buddhist scriptures. In the Guizi and Dunhuang periods, Kumarajiva had become a famous Buddhist scholar and began his early I Ching and Dharma propagation activities. In the Guizi country, it was respected by the local monarch and began to translate some Buddhist classics. It is said that Kumarajiva's knowledge attracted many disciples and scholars, and he became famous in the Buddhist circle of the western regions. At that time, the translation of Buddhist classics in China was still in its infancy. Classic art and literary fables had difficulty understanding Kumarajiva during this period. They realized the Buddhist Book of Change's importance and aimed to translate it. Yao Xing, the logistics monarch, invited Kumarajiva to lead translation efforts. Kumarajiva's translation career really entered its peak period after he was invited to Chang'an by Yao Xing, the logistics monarch. Yao Xing was a deep believer in Buddhism. After hearing about Kumarajiva's Buddhist cultivation, he sent people to greet him many times. Finally, when Kumarajiva was in his 40s, he was provided with excellent conditions for the Book of Changes in Yaoxin, Chang'an, the logistics capital of Luji, and a huge team of the Book of Changes was formed. The team included eminent monks, great virtues, and scholars well versed in both Fan essays and Chinese. This I Ching center was crucial for Chinese Buddhism, producing many classics and becoming a core attraction. Kumarajiva's team translated 5 classics into 10 books and more than 300 volumes. Notably, the Miaopa Lotus Sutra, a key Mahayana Buddhism classic, was translated by Kumarajiva and is highly authoritative. It advocates ethics and Dharma, promoting that all sentient beings can become Buddhas, influencing Chinese Buddhist sects like the Heavenly Fetus sect. The sutra emphasizes wisdom of moving emptiness and breaking all delusions and attachments. The middle theory of Kumarajiva defines the middle theory of Nagarjuna Bodhisattva. This is an important attraction to explain the theory of the Madhyamaka school of Mahayana Buddhism, and it has a great influence on the later 3 theories. The honest theory of Kumarajiva's translation theory became one of the main Buddhist theories in the southern and northern dynasties, especially in the development of Chinese Buddhist theory. The allusion to the trilemma of Liu Kumarajiva's translation style and formula. Kumarajiva's one-star style emphasizes both literature and art. It follows the Chinese Yuyuan text and conforms to the expression habits of Chinese. One of his books is highly praised by later generations of Buddhists because of its simplicity, fluency, and beautiful words. Kumarajiva put forward the 3 difficulties of the formula. The translation standard is urgent to reach this guide. Being able to reach the difficulties of yourself, and being able to reach the difficulties of yin, means that translation requires skills to convey the spirit of the origin, and be faithful to the literal meaning and music. The legend that Kumarajiva pays attention to precision and literary beauty in the process of translation. It is said that he swore before his death, "If I have mistakes in the classics he translated, then his tongue will not rot after his death." Later, after he was original, people found that his tongue was indeed intact. This legend further enhanced people's trust and admiration for Kumarajiva's art book. Kumarajiva's later years and Kumarajiva's I Ching career in Chang'an in the Yuan dynasty were in full swing, and his influence was expanding day by day. However, his later life was not rich, and the political situation was fickle.
It is said that his Yuan climate disciples found that his tongue was dissatisfied, which further confirmed the accuracy and sublimity of his translation work. The historical influence of Kumarajiva's 9-week translation of Kumarajiva's Buddhist scriptures has revolutionary significance for the spread of Chinese Buddhism. The book became the main attraction for Chinese Buddhists to study and practice later. Later Buddhist sects, such as Tiantai Songsan Lun sect, were deeply influenced by his Book of Changes. Many classics, such as the Lotus Sutra and the Diamond Sutra, are still classics read by Chinese Buddhists on a daily basis, and he is therefore respected as one of the I Ching Tripitaka of Chinese Buddhism. Juma Roshi's life is not only a witness to the spread of Buddhist classics, but also an important bridge for cultural exchanges between China and India. His academic achievements and moral demeanor have left an indelible mark on the history of Chinese Buddhism.